A retired driver brought his car into a repair shop because something felt off. The engine still started, the car still drove, but the fuel mileage dropped, the idle felt rough, and sometimes the car hesitated when pulling away. The mechanic opened the hood, looked around for a few seconds, and pointed at a small part. He said, "This is the first thing we check." The owner looked closer and replied, "I didn't even know that part existed." And that happens more often than you'd think. Modern cars rely on dozens of small parts that control airflow, pressure, fuel delivery, and engine balance. When one of them fails, the symptoms can look like serious engine trouble. But mechanics usually start with something much simpler. Consumer Reports also found that while most modern cars don't need oil added between changes, some drivers still experience unusual oil consumption problems that require proper diagnosis first. Today, we're going through 15 parts mechanics inspect first, parts most drivers don't even know exist, and the final one might completely change how you think about engine problems. Let's begin.
15. Engine ground strap. Every modern vehicle depends on stable electrical grounding. The engine ground strap is a metal cable connecting the engine block to the vehicle chassis. It may look small and unimportant, but it plays a critical role in the electrical system. Electricity must complete a circuit to function properly, and the ground strap provides the return path back to the battery. When that connection becomes loose, corroded, or damaged, strange symptoms can begin appearing across multiple systems. Drivers may notice slow engine cranking during startup. Headlights may dim when turning the key. Dashboard warning lights may flicker or appear briefly. Sometimes electronic systems behave unpredictably because control modules receive unstable electrical signals. Mechanics often inspect the ground strap early during diagnostics because grounding problems can mimic much larger issues. Cleaning corrosion or tightening the connection can quickly restore normal electrical flow. Most drivers never notice this cable during routine maintenance, yet it quietly supports every electrical component in the vehicle. When it fails, the symptoms can make drivers believe something far more serious is happening under the hood. But starting problems are not always electrical. Sometimes the issue begins with fuel delivery.
14. Fuel pump relay. Inside the fuse box of most vehicles sits a small device called the fuel pump relay. This relay controls the electrical signal that powers the fuel pump inside the fuel tank. When the driver turns the key or presses the start button, the relay activates and allows electricity to reach the fuel pump. The pump then pushes fuel through the fuel lines toward the engine at the correct pressure. Without that pressure, the engine cannot start or run properly. When the relay begins to fail, the fuel pump may not receive power consistently. The engine might crank normally but refuse to start. Sometimes the car starts after several attempts. Other times it may stall unexpectedly while driving. What makes relays confusing is that they often fail intermittently. One day the vehicle works perfectly. The next day it refuses to start. Because relays are inexpensive and easy to test, mechanics often check them early during diagnostics. Replacing a faulty relay can restore proper fuel delivery immediately. Drivers rarely think about this small electrical switch, yet it controls whether fuel reaches the engine at all. Fuel delivery matters, but several systems around the engine rely on one belt. 13. Serpentine belt tensioner. Most drivers recognize the serpentine belt running across the front of the engine. This belt powers important components including the alternator, water pump, air conditioning compressor, and power steering pump. While the belt itself is easy to see, the part that keeps it tight often goes unnoticed. That part is the serpentine belt tensioner. The tensioner is a spring-loaded device designed to maintain constant pressure on the belt while the engine runs. As the engine operates, the belt moves around several pulleys and experiences slight stretching. The tensioner automatically adjusts to keep the belt tight and aligned. Over time, the internal spring can weaken or wear out. When this happens, the belt may begin slipping slightly. Drivers may hear squealing sounds during startup or acceleration. Charging performance may become inconsistent if the alternator slows down. In some situations, the engine may begin overheating if the water pump is not spinning properly. Because the belt powers several major systems, technicians often inspect the tensioner when diagnosing unusual noises or accessory problems. Airflow is just as important as belt movement. 12. Air intake housing seal. Every engine needs clean air to run properly. Before air reaches the engine, it passes through the air filter housing. Most drivers understand that the air filter must be replaced occasionally, but the housing around the filter is just as important. The housing includes a seal designed to ensure that every bit of air entering the engine passes through the filter first. If the housing lid is not secured correctly, or if the rubber seal becomes worn or damaged, air can bypass the filter completely. That unfiltered air may carry dust, dirt, and debris directly into the intake system. Over time, those contaminants may travel through airflow passages and settle inside sensitive components. Mechanics inspect the intake housing during diagnostics because even a small gap can allow contaminated air into the engine. High-quality air filters trap extremely small particles, but that protection only works if the housing stays sealed. Drivers rarely notice this small detail during maintenance, yet proper sealing quietly protects internal engine components from long-term wear. Once air enters the intake, another part controls how much goes in. 11. Throttle body carbon. Inside the intake system sits the throttle body. This component controls how much air enters the engine when the driver presses the accelerator pedal. When you step on the gas, a plate inside the throttle body opens to allow more air into the engine. The engine computer then adds the correct amount of fuel to match that airflow. Over time, carbon deposits can build up around the throttle plate and the walls of the throttle body. These deposits form from fuel vapors and crankcase gases moving through the intake system. As buildup grows thicker, the throttle plate may not move as smoothly as it should. Drivers may notice rough idle, hesitation when accelerating, or occasional stalling when slowing down. Mechanics inspect the throttle body early during drivability diagnostics because restricted airflow can affect engine performance in several ways. Cleaning the throttle body removes deposits and restores normal airflow. Most drivers never see this component during normal ownership, yet it quietly regulates the air supply every time the engine runs. Airflow matters, but engines also depend on pressure signals.
10. Vacuum hoses. Engines rely on carefully balanced air pressure to operate efficiently. Small rubber tubes known as vacuum hoses carry pressure signals between several engine systems. These hoses connect components such as the intake manifold, emissions equipment, fuel pressure regulators, and crankcase ventilation systems. Although they appear simple, they play a vital role in maintaining engine balance. Over time, engine heat and age can cause these hoses to become brittle. They may crack, loosen, or develop small leaks that are difficult to see. Even a tiny vacuum leak can disrupt the engine's air and fuel mixture. Drivers may notice rough idle, hesitation during acceleration, or reduced fuel efficiency. In some cases, the engine may run slightly lean and trigger warning lights. Mechanics inspect vacuum hoses early during diagnostics because they are inexpensive components that can create surprisingly complex symptoms. Replacing a cracked hose or tightening a loose connection often restores proper engine performance. Pressure issues cause rough running. Oil leaks worry drivers even more. 9. Oil filter housing gasket. Engine oil circulates continuously to lubricate moving parts and reduce friction. The oil filter housing connects the oil filter to the engine block and allows oil to pass through the filter before circulating through the engine. A gasket seals this connection so oil cannot leak out while the engine runs. Over time, heat from the engine and repeated temperature cycles can cause the gasket to harden or deteriorate. When that happens, oil may begin leaking slowly around the housing area. Drivers may notice oil spots on the ground or smell oil burning when it contacts hot engine components. Mechanics inspect this gasket early when diagnosing oil leaks because it is a common failure point on many engines. Replacing the gasket is usually far simpler than repairing deeper oil leaks. However, ignoring the leak allows oil levels to slowly drop. If oil levels become too low, internal engine components may no longer receive proper lubrication. Electrical issues can look just as serious. 8. Battery terminal corrosion. Battery terminals connect the vehicle's electrical system to the battery itself. Over time, these connections may develop corrosion that appears as a white or bluish buildup around the metal terminals. Corrosion forms when battery gases react with moisture and metal surfaces. Although it may look harmless, corrosion creates electrical resistance. That resistance reduces the amount of current reaching the starter and other systems. Drivers may notice slow engine cranking during startup or dim headlights when starting the car. In some cases, electronic systems may behave unpredictably because voltage becomes unstable. Mechanics inspect battery terminals early in diagnostics because poor connections can create misleading symptoms across several systems. Cleaning corrosion and tightening the connections restores proper electrical flow. Electrical problems confuse drivers. Fuel system issues worry them even more. 7. Fuel injector seals. Fuel injectors deliver precisely measured amounts of fuel into the engine during each combustion cycle. Each injector relies on small rubber seals to prevent fuel leaks and maintain pressure in the fuel system. Over time, heat and exposure to fuel can cause these seals to harden or crack. When this happens, fuel pressure may drop slightly or fuel may leak around the injector area. Drivers might notice rough idle, hesitation during acceleration, or a noticeable fuel smell near the engine. Mechanics inspect injector seals whenever injectors are serviced or when diagnosing fuel delivery problems. These small seals help maintain stable fuel pressure and balanced combustion. Fuel delivery also depends on pressure control. 6. Fuel pressure regulation. Engines require fuel to reach the combustion chamber at the correct pressure. Too little pressure means the engine will not receive enough fuel. Too much pressure allows excess fuel to enter combustion. The fuel pressure regulator maintains this balance by controlling how much fuel returns to the tank. When the regulator begins to fail, fuel pressure may fluctuate. Drivers may notice hesitation, poor acceleration, or reduced fuel efficiency. Mechanics check fuel pressure early because fuel delivery affects every cylinder in the engine. Now we move toward systems connected to oil consumption. 5. PCV valve. The positive crankcase ventilation system regulates pressure inside the engine. During combustion, some gases escape past piston rings and enter the crankcase. The PCV valve redirects those gases back into the intake system so they can be burned again. Over time, the valve may become clogged with oil residue or carbon deposits. When this happens, crankcase pressure may increase or become unstable. Drivers may notice rough idle, oil leaks, or reduced fuel efficiency. Mechanics often inspect the PCV system early when diagnosing oil-related problems. Now we move deeper into the engine itself. 4. Oil dipstick seal. The oil dipstick tube includes a seal designed to help maintain crankcase pressure. When the engine runs, internal pressure builds beneath the pistons. The ventilation system manages this pressure, and the dipstick seal helps prevent leaks. Over time, the seal may harden or loosen from heat exposure. When that happens, small amounts of oil vapor or pressure may escape. Although less common than other issues, mechanics still inspect this area during oil leak diagnostics.
Now we reach internal engine components. 3. Piston ring movement. Each piston inside the engine uses rings to seal the combustion chamber. These rings must move freely within grooves around the piston. Over time, carbon buildup can restrict ring movement. When this happens, oil may slip past the rings and burn during combustion. Mechanics may notice oil loss between oil changes, even when no leak exists. Mechanics evaluate compression and oil consumption before assuming permanent engine damage. Proper ring movement controls compression. 2. Cylinder wall lubrication balance. Cylinder walls require a thin film of oil for proper lubrication. Too little oil increases friction and wear. Too much oil allows oil to enter the combustion chamber. Maintaining this balance depends on several systems, including ring movement and crankcase ventilation. When any of these systems fail, oil consumption may increase. And that leads to the final component: oil control rings. The oil control ring manages the thin layer of oil coating the cylinder walls. As the piston moves, the ring scrapes excess oil away and returns it to the crankcase. If carbon deposits restrict the ring, oil may enter the combustion chamber and burn during normal operation. Drivers often assume oil burning means the engine is worn out. In many cases, the problem may involve restricted rings rather than permanent damage. This is why mechanics inspect simpler components first, before assuming internal engine failure.